Hey guys, welcome back to your women's gear review channel, and today we are reviewing the Wandrd Prvke 21L backpack. So this is the latest version. This is the version 4 of this product. I've had their previous version before, which that material has held up fantastically, and that's been about 2 years, so I can imagine this is going to do wonders as well. So if you're wondering what kind of updates they have made, they have started to match the external with the internal as well, so keeping that nice and bright. I believe the black though is a grey inside rather than a black inside, so allowing you to be able to see, which is great. They've also updated some of their materials, which we'll get into in a wee second. So this has a starting price at £207 for the backpack, or you can opt for some of the bundles. If you are more interested in the camera kind of gear focused elements of this backpack, then I highly recommend going over and checking out their photography bundles and possibly adding that on to your purchase. So this is the 21 litre. It can be extended up to 25 litres. You've got a starting weight of 1.3 kg. You've got 43.2 by 27.9 by 15.9 in centimetres. The materials is the tarpaulin, ballistic nylon, and you do have YKK zippers. So in comparison to the previous version, they are working with lighter materials to give you a lighter kind of outcome for your backpack. So as mentioned, if you are more interested in the kind of photography side of things or camera, and you're looking for a camera backpack, if you're a beginner, I definitely look at their 15 litre. If you're a bit more advanced and you're going for their photography bundle, then the 21 litre sits as well, but you don't have to go for the photography bundle. This works really well for everyday kind of use too. Obviously, if you're interested in a roll top, it's going to be down to that kind of preference. What I will say about this, and which is great in comparison to other kind of roll tops, is that you do have multiple access points, so you don't have to just always come in to the roll top and that be your only access. There's multiple points throughout. Sorry, this is where I interrupt and just say, if you do happen to have a wee gander on the website of the products we are reviewing, then we would be so grateful if you could use our links below. This is no extra cost to you, and it just helps us as a team and growing our channel. What's that? Oh, you would like me to introduce you to the team so you can see who you're helping out? No bother, let's go. First up, we have our editor, Orla, our outreach manager, Orla. Oh, there is our script writer, she's shy. She's called Orla. Then we have this sexy lady for thumbnails. The main star of our reviews is the reviewer herself, Orla. And last but not least, the woman who does it all. Her name is kind of like Lorla, but it's Orla. So don't forget to click that first link to purchase your item. They offer Wonder More, Worry Less lifetime warranty. They do offer international shipping and 30-day returns. Okay, let's get cracking on with the features. Okay, for the branding, we have some here on the front. You'll also find it embedded within the hardware, like their little logo. You'll find that around and about. So starting off externally, we have attachment points. If you do end up going for the accessory straps, then you can attach to the bag and further expand it yourself, just depending on what you fancy and what you want from your backpack. You've got these ones that are on the side, the G-hook system on both sides of your external compression kind of style straps. They've also opted to give you dangle stoppers as well, keeping in line with the kind of sleek look that they have achieved here with the rest of the bag. So definitely something I appreciate as an upgrade from the buckle close that they offered with the older version, just because I think with the buckle close it does limit you to the range of kind of getting in a bigger water bottle or getting in a bigger tripod. It just, I don't know, it feels like a G-hook kind of works a bit better. I don't know, you can let me know regards to that, in comparison to also like the ones that are just static and have no G-hook or clickable close. I definitely find like the G-hook is a little bit more seamless with that. So that is on both sides. You can kind of compress it in. They are there, they're not removable, so they are here to stay on both sides. Then on both sides, you're gonna find two different kind of style pockets. So this side of the pocket, you've got your two little custom pillars. So that's how you can kind of differentiate where it is in comparison to this one, which is gonna be a completely different pocket to the one on this side. So this side, pull, and that's gonna be your quick access pocket, okay? So if you do opt to have the camera cube in there, you're going with the whole full camera kit kind of bundle, then this is where your quick access pocket is for swinging the bag around, grabbing your camera and taking that shot that you want to take, okay? So this is a great quick access pocket, but it's also a great quick access pocket for you and your needs, regardless if you are putting in a camera cube or not. Just being careful, obviously it is exposed what you've got for anti-theft and things. You could probably find a way of locking these together if you wish. It's just something to note because it is a quick and easy access pocket for you. Just bear in mind it might be a quick and easy access pocket for other people as well. So that is on that side. As you can see, the first thing will be a little pocket here with a little hooded zip. You can keep your kind of SD cards, create a little bit of organization, again going in line with the kind of camera style that they offer for this backpack. Just makes it handy enough for that. And then that's where you feed through the hood of the camera cube, and then you can have that quick and easy access, and you have loads of attachment points to secure the cube in as well. So closing this, noted that the zips aren't coated here. Something to be aware of. In comparison, that's something I definitely miss. I don't know, I just love a coated zip. Aesthetically, I just find it a bit more pleasing, but they've opted to not do that with the newer version here. On this side, little custom pillar. Dun, dun, dun. Oh. Opening this up, and then you've got your stretchy kind of mesh water bottle compartment. You can close this, of course, feed in a thinner tripod, something that you might want to secure with. Play about with the space. If you want to open it slightly, you want to open it fully, then you can do that. As you can notice, a little bit of stickage here on that zip, something to be aware of. Then 500ml fits in lovely. 750ml fits in lovely. Then if you want to go for the big 1 liter, lovely. You can kind of secure that in if you need to a little bit. But we will be packing this out so you'll be able to see again how that fits and looks. So closing this. I like that kind of clean look as well. If you're not using the water bottle compartment, then it doesn't take away from the aesthetics of the bag. So that's that for that bit. Then if you go down to the bottom of the bag here, so you've got, as mentioned, your attachment points throughout. You can attach those accessories, straps down at the bottom if you wish, and feed through what do you call those, a barbell pad or anything if you're taking this off to the gym, or any kind of activities that you can attach it there. Then in here, a little bit of a compartment at the bottom. Nice bright interior we've got going on here. This is somewhere where you can stow away your accessory straps if you wish. Got a little bit of flap, and you kind of got like a little hidden pocket there, so something to bear in mind. Moving on to the top here, something that I definitely love for the update is the smaller G-hook at the top, sorry, should I say. This feels very loose though. I don't know if it's because I was playing about with it. But that is your system in comparison to the chunky dunk that they had on the other one, which was a weapon, honestly. That was a statement and a half. And they've also changed like the worry less, wonder more. They've opted not to place that kind of branding on the top kind of handles as well. So nice little subtle changes. I appreciate that. Said kind of keeps popping out. We'll see how it gets on. You've got your little system for the roll top, which we'll get into in a second. Then you've got, as mentioned, the magnetic close handles. They had the magnetic on the other straps, but they've opted to make it a little bit more simple with that branding, which I definitely appreciate. Then you've got your roll top system. Okay, so we're still opting for the Velcro roll top. It's better, I have to say, than what we were working with for the last one, which was a lot of Velcro. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of the whole Velcro system, but I'm glad that it's getting less and less. It does add a little bit of security, or a lot of security should I say, but it's just, I just think about like if you are someone who's using this as a camera bag and say you're doing like wildlife photography. I know you've got your quick access pocket. I'm just thinking like broader here and whatever. But if the sound of this when you're trying to like roll it. Yeah, not my favorite. But anyways, we move. Then you've got your 1, 2, 3 loopholes that you can secure this in a bit better. And that is that. As you can see, it folds really nicely. It's not something that just folds and then the aesthetics of it just disappears. It actually folds into itself and creates a nice shape. It's not ugly looking, which is nice. Obviously, you've got a different, I don't know if it's picking it up, a different kind of tone here. Throughout the bag, on the previous one, you would have had the black here, but they're keeping in line with keeping the color throughout the bag as well. Just on that, while we're up here, we've got some kind of top grabbing pockets in the back, which is quite discreet as well, especially when you have the backpack on and it's less visible. You've got your little hood that I love. This one, which on my camera looks like a dark hole, but it's actually bright. Hold on, let me shove that brightness up just to show you. It's like a little top grabbing space that is hidden in that sense. I actually like that. It's at the back. You can place in chargers, things like that. We'll be able to see a bit better when we get into the meat of the bag as to how that kind of functions out, but that's like a little pocket that you can barely see, and I'm super duper sorry, but it's just space in there. Close that. Then the next one, little secret pocket, handy off, placing some things you want discreet in the back. You don't want everyone seeing. You want your phone in there, you want your cards in there. Lovely, not coated zips. Am I just going to keep repeating that? Yes. So that's your two little pockets there. Then, if we go to this front pocket, okay, before we get into the meat of it. So you've got those two little pockets at the top, your side kind of compartments, and then you've got this front pocket, which is the same as the last one. You do have a coated zip here. Woohoo! Little hood, little custom pillar, and then just space in here. Now, whatever you have in there, I always find that with the last one as well, is it does form. If you have anything thicker that isn't like flat, then it will kind of form to that, but we'll be packing up so you'll be able to see. But yep, plenty of space in there. Close this then. So you can obviously come in from the roll top. Dun, dun, dun. Did I show you that? No. Let me show you. You can see where that, no you can't. You can see where that access pocket is at the back there. So I was showing you this pocket, which leads to this pocket, or the roll top, if I should say. So obviously you've got a split here, which I'll get into in a second. You can open that up and just have the whole bag. You don't have to have the split. You'll be able to see 2 minutes. Put those together. That magnetic, super lovely. Love that on the handles. Then going into the back system, you have underneath, which creates like a nice little bit of anti-theft underneath the straps. It can be a little awkward, but at least you have a little bit of security. This is where you're going to get into your kind of clam opening here. Now we can fully see the system, hence why I wanted to wait, but I did want to show you some of the access points. So that pocket at the top that we were just speaking on, you can obviously come in from the roll top. This is what it will look like. You can take this off, but that would be that top pocket. You can create a divider and have that on, or what you can do is flap that down and just have the space. It would have been nice if we had something to like fold this so we could stow this away a little bit, rather than that just flapping there. Or I guess you could do this, but create a little bit. But if you wanted to use the whole space and see the whole space, it would have been nice to just fold that up. But anyways, you can flap that down, then you have the space as you wish. Okay, as you would have seen on the side there, that's where your little pocket is for your quick access pocket. The space itself has lots of Velcro moments, so you can play about with the space. You can create a divider if you want, or you can just have the space how you please. So if I just show you quickly, I don't want to focus too much on the camera cube, but just to give you a little bit of a idea, you can kind of fold this over. So this is your cube, fold it in, get her into position. You have multiple like loopholes you can secure it in with. I'm not showing it the best, but you do have all that, and then you've one main one here. You'll find all these moments, so you can just create space like that. What you can do with this is, if we, probably not the best at showing this, but make a good crack at it. So that pocket we were talking about, we feed this through. So, and then that means when you swing the bag around, do, 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 do. Obviously the strap isn't in the way, but then you have access. Okay, you can play about with the cubes on the inside of your camera cube, so they don't have to sit like that. You have the option to just move these about. These are Velcro kind of folds, so you can create a space where your camera is right there beside you. But that just gives you an idea of that, and that kind of in there. That's something that tickles your fancy. On this side then is your kind of organization that we've got. Little Velcro strap, a little bit of stretch to it. No pocket here, pocket here. Nice little space. Pack up with your little camera needs or accessories. Little pocket. You've even got like a little dedicated pocket here where you could put an air tag in there if you wanted to. Hooded zip. And plenty of space. 2 tech kind of style compartments. Little petite little pocket. I'm gonna give you a measurement of both. Lots of padding, false bottom. About 13, no, just over 9. Below 9.5. 15 it runs up to by, oh, about 9. 15 inch 2017 MacBook Pro. It fits in there lovely. Then we've got the Acer, which is 12 by 9. Okay, that's not gonna go in. You can get your Velcro close. So let me close this up. Get rid of those laptops for a sec. The back system here. I want to start off with that little pocket that is beside this quick and easy access pocket. It's got a little hood, a little custom pillar, and this is where you're gonna find your little key tether. It's rotational, really handy, you know. Keep my keys are in that pocket. I don't have to faff around looking for them. Handy enough. Then obviously that's the pocket that goes into the main compartments. You've got your straps here, thick in comparison. They've definitely updated that. Okay, obviously this is a dark back system as well, but in terms of the straps, we've got a lot more thought, I feel, and a lot more curve in those straps. You've got 2 loopholes at the top, 1, 2 here, 2 more attachment points, and 2 more loopholes. Okay, rotational sternum strap, clickable close, so little dangle stopper, 2 more attachment points. Your straps themselves, I love thumb kind of puller to help you get the bag into place, and dangle stoppers as well. Pattern's absolutely stunning. Runs right onto that back system. Got a kind of like different setup for the back system, which creates a little bit more airflow, I would definitely say. And I definitely appreciate the sternum strap system being different. I can't remember how to take, oh my god, literally a pillar. So that is the old one. You can kind of see there. This one I would say is more of a fan favorite for me anyways. A little bit of airflow, really a lot of cushion here, and your luggage pass through, which we absolutely adore. You'll be able to see a bit more on that in the fit check, but a lovely upgrade in their back system, I would definitely say. Okay, let's go ahead and pack her on up. I do like a little bit of separation here. Everyday use I'm gonna go for. Got our tech pouch, headphones, makeup bag. I'm actually gonna put the book down here. Extra hoodie, 15 inch, cable, USB, battery, charger, no, Nintendo DS, keys, purse, laptop charger, my phone at the top. I'm gonna go power bank and AirPods and a book. On the side then, open this up, 1 litre water bottle. Give you a weight of all that. 6 kg. Okay, time for a wee fit check, comfortability, and see how this feels and looks on the female body. So this is what the backpack looks like on me. For reference, I am 5'6". A lot of comfort here with the straps, a lot of material here for the sternum strap. I can really feel the back system even with a jumper on. So that is something that is definitely appreciated. Obviously you do have to add on a hip belt or those accessory moments if you want to add on to this bag separately, and it doesn't come with the backpack, so that is just something to note too. I don't feel like it needs a waist belt, hip belts, just for everyday kind of use, but if you're carrying lots and lots of heavy tech, then I definitely feel like maybe over a period of time that would have helped just with the load and distributing that a bit. But comfort wise, definitely no issues. There's nothing really to kind of complain about. I definitely prefer this upgrade, this updated version of that. So for a wee airline test, this is a replica of EasyJet behind me. It's a good starting base for Spirit Airlines, American Airlines and Delta Airlines. It just gives you a little bit of a starting point as to where you might want to go with it. Let's see, for a personal item. If you have that roll top down to its lowest point, you can find a way of squeezing that in. I'm not going to go ahead and do that because I don't want to ruin the actual material of the bag with this sandy kind of look to it. If you wanted to extend the roll top and have full access to that, then it would work as a carry-on for the likes of EasyJet. For Wandrd Test, absolutely grand. Doesn't have the coded zips throughout that I definitely miss, but in terms of keeping your valuables safe during a light kind of drizzle, or if you're running from a downpour into shelter, then you will be grand. Okay, time for some pros and cons. Pro number one is definitely the build and the material. As mentioned, I've had previous experience with their other versions, so if it's only just gotten better, then definitely recommend. For the kind of build and quality of this, it is superb. I do like the fact that you do have multiple access points. As mentioned, it's not just your basic roll top, you've got options. A few other points is the color options, absolutely stunning, love that from them. And I would definitely say the upgraded kind of version and style is a bit more aesthetically pleasing in that sense. We don't have those kind of chunkiness going on, we don't have kind of like cheesy branding on the top handles and things. Definitely also with the upgraded kind of back system, those straps, it just feels a little bit more fitted and a little bit more thought out. Some things to think about is that I would have loved that this bag was fully waterproof, especially when you do have camera gear in there. Just for me personally, if I'm not using it for kind of camera gear equipment, I find like the organization doesn't fit well for like my kind of everyday use abilities. Like I feel like it has the smaller pockets for like smaller accessory, camera accessory, tech accessories, but everyday kind of use, then yeah, I'm lacking in that. I'm definitely just not a fan of the whole Velcro system with the roll top. It's just one of those things that I don't find really aesthetically pleasing, but that's just personal preference. That might not be everyone's cup of tea. Do let me know below your thoughts, pros and cons, what you like, what you don't like, if you've had their previous version, if you had this version, do you like this version more than the last version? I'd love to know below. So that is the end of our review. We hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then why not consider joining the channel and hitting that subscribe button. If you do happen to have a wee gander over on their website and you're thinking about purchasing this bag or any of the other products, then we'd be forever grateful if you could use our links below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.